Is this the workshop?
Yeah, come on in, welcome. Have a seat. Hey, how's everybody doing this morning? Good. All right, about to get started?
Yeah.
My name's Linda McKenna, and I want to thank all of you for being here today. I'm going to talk to you about a program called We Card, which is designed to help prevent you from making an illegal tobacco sale. And we all know it's against the law to sell tobacco to minors, but keeping tobacco out of kids' hands is the right thing to do. And your being here today will help you better understand the law and learn the tools you'll need to prevent making an illegal sale. It can be difficult to identify and refuse a sale. Sometimes your stores get busy, your customers get very demanding, am I right? Yeah, so it's not always easy to uphold the law. You know, when we get behind that register and somebody comes in to buy tobacco, there's a lot of challenges we can face. Anybody want to give me an example? Anybody?
ID.
Okay, what about ID?
Well, sometimes the customer doesn't have any.
Okay, what else?
He doesn't have a valid ID.
Yeah, what's another challenge?
Parents.
What about parents?
Well, parents buying cigarette for kids.
Yep, what else?
How about judging age?
Yeah, it's hard to tell how old people are. You got young guys with facial hair, girls that wear a lot of makeup. I mean, there's a lot of challenges that we can run into. And at times, you might be tempted to make a sale that you shouldn't. Don't. If you're caught, you could get fined or even lose your job. It's against the law to sell tobacco products to anyone under age 18. And to protect yourself and your store, we recommend you card anyone under age 27.
Does that apply to rolling papers?
What's your name?
Tom.
Good question, Tom. What do we mean when we say tobacco products?
Cigarettes.
Yeah, what else?
Cigars?
Cigars?
Chewing tobacco?
Chewing tobacco?
Pipe tobacco?
Pipe tobacco and loose tobacco, yeah.
What about snuff?
Absolutely, it's tobacco. These products are all age restricted. And Tom, to answer your question, some states have restricted the sale of rolling papers and other tobacco-related paraphernalia. So that means papers, pipes, lighters, matches.
Hey, what about Nicoderm?
Actually, Nicoderm is not a tobacco product, so it's not covered under the laws that govern the sale of tobacco. But what if a minor comes into your store and wants to buy it? Do you have to sell it to him?
We don't have to sell him nothing.
What was that?
We don't have to sell him anything.
What's your name?
Mark?
Oh, good answer, Mark. Correct. As a retailer, you have the right to refuse any sale. So how do you know if a customer is 18 or older?
That's right.
That's for ID. And what's an acceptable form of ID?
Driver's license.
What else?
State-issued identification card.
Military ID?
Military?
U.S. passport?
Passport, absolutely. Anything else? There's one more.
Library card?
Library card. Poor Mark. How about U.S. immigration card? Yeah, that's the other one. All these IDs have something in common. They're government issued and they have a photo and a date of birth. But what if I came into your store with an ID that's expired? Would you sell me tobacco?
No,
Oh, come on. My age hasn't changed. I just didn't get down to the DMV.
but it's not valid.
Oh, come on. Would anybody make the sale?
No, you couldn't do it.
All right, how many would say no? Yeah, that's right. It should be valid. But why does it have to be valid, other than the reason that it should be valid?
It could be your sister's.
Exactly. Anybody have a younger brother or sister that you look like? Say I turn 18, I get a new license, I tell DMV I lost my old one. But what do I really do with it? I give it to my little sister, right? Right. Yeah. That's why it should be valid. And you also want to make sure that the IDs haven't been what? Altered. Yeah. What might tip you off that an ID's been altered?
Peel lamination?
Yeah, if you look under the lamination here, you'll see bubbles. Looks like somebody tried to change the date. And this one's missing half the state seal. Definite sign it's been tampered with. Yeah, you can pass these around.
How about whiteout with the birth date retyped?
Yeah, sure. And sometimes the ink is smudged or the typeface doesn't match. What else?
The photo doesn't match the customer.
Yeah, there's a no-brainer, right? You look at the picture, you look at the customer. If it matches, great. But maybe they look different. Maybe they got a new hairstyle or they shaved their mustache. Then what do? Read the description on the ID. What color are their eyes? How tall are they? And if it doesn't match, ask for a second form of ID. People with fake ID almost never have a second form of ID. And if they don't have one, what do?
Refuse the sale.
There was a study that was done that showed 50% of illegal sales that took place, the cashier had ID in their hand. Now you might think, what a bunch of bozo cashiers. How does that happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happens. Let's say I'm the cashier and I card Mark. Mark gives me his ID. What's the first thing I'm thinking?
He's 18.
Yeah, my first assumption is he must be old enough or he wouldn't have the audacity to give me his ID. But I'll tell you what, folks, as some of you know, there's a lot of teenagers out there that know there's a lot of customers in line. It's a stressful situation. They give you their ID. We already assume they're old enough. Gotta glaze over it. Yeah. Here we go. And we make the sale because we didn't do the math. For your own protection, we recommend you card anyone under age 27. And if they argue with you, just say, hey, I believe you're over 18, but I could lose my job if I sell this to you. Just go get your ID, okay? Now, what if I came into your store to buy cigarettes? Would you card me? Thanks a lot. Well, if you did, I'd take it as a compliment. Now, even if the customer appears old enough to buy tobacco, it's always a good practice to card anybody under 27. And when a customer comes into your store to buy tobacco, what's the first thing you ask yourself? Are they 27? And if the answer is no?
Ask for ID.
Ask for an ID. And what's an acceptable form of ID? Driver's license, state ID, military, passport, immigration card. And what else do you look for on the ID? Photos, date seal, date of birth, expiration, and description. And how old do you have to be to buy tobacco? 18.